Well, I'm in one of my favourite spots, Hoi Sai Man viewpoint. It's just stunning up here as usual. And we're on our way this morning to Chiang Klong. We're going to go to the Friendship Bridge that spans Thailand and Laos, so that should be interesting. My little one's never been up here either. So hello. It's the first time he's been up here, so yeah, it's nice for him as well. It's amazing actually, there's not that many places he's been to, so it's nice for him to get out and about and see some things. Such a beautiful country, it really is. There's so much to see. Pai's looking lovely this morning, but she's all wrapped up in her coat. Yeah, it's a pretty sight. And that's all the Lao mountains there. And across this side we've got all the Thai mountains. Very pretty. Chiang Klong Friendship Bridge leading over to Laos. I have to say it's quite an impressive building. Looks really nice. Again, typical Thai architecture, these sweeping roofs. They're very nice. Chiang Klong itself, coming through the town, is very nice. Not a huge amount of traffic, and we found a new Tesco Lotus. So it'll be a little bit easier for us to do shopping for bits and pieces that we need. Not that we actually do much, but yeah, make it a little bit easier. They've certainly made this place look really nice. Beautiful little water fountain. Obviously I can't cross over. If I cross over, they'll stamp my passport that I've left, and when I come back, then I'll have to go through all the process of getting a new visa. So no, I can't do it, which is a bit of a shame, because I wouldn't mind actually a day trip over to Laos just to have a look. But as you can see, it's pretty big. They've got a departure passport there, the Chiang Klong immigration. And I don't know whether we can see through. No, you can't see all the way through, which is a bit of a shame really. Nice in here though. So just across there, just through the immigration, is Laos. Bam's enjoying himself. He always likes to see something new. It is a nice little place though. Of course, everywhere you look, mountains. And this is the area where you can literally drive across. But again, it's all restricted unless you have border clearance. You can't go through there. I'd really like to go across, but yeah, I just can't. I'd have to go and get a re-entry permit to start with, and then go back. And I think the re-entry permit is still about 1,000 baht. It's quite a bit of money, so maybe another day. All Pai needs is her ID card, so no problem for her. She can go backwards and forwards as she likes. Nice here though, isn't it? One thing I've found is that Chiang Rai is a lot cleaner than it is in Phuket regarding garbage. You don't see a huge amount of garbage on the floors here. And there are actually signs saying, you know, they'll fine you 2,000 baht if you throw rubbish on the floor up here, which is a really good thing. And as I step through here, you can actually see the road, but you can't see the bridge from here. All you can see is where it bends. I don't actually know whether you can pick it up from here, but I can barely just see the bridge through there. And it crosses the Mekong River, so it's not a huge journey across. But yeah, what a nice building. It's very nicely set up. And of course, no matter where you go in Chiang Rai, it's pretty. There's always the mountains and trees and plants, flowers. It really, really is nice. Well, we're now at Chiang Klong, and the first place in the world, the reproduction of the giant catfish. Well, if you want to know how big the giant catfish grow, that is a stuffed one. That's huge. It's got to be at least 5 feet long. So that's a pretty big catfish. I mean, that'd feed a family. Well, Pi and I thought this was a reproduction centre of the giant catfish, but apparently it's not. They stopped doing it a while back, and because they're building some new buildings for it. Be a lovely walk along here in the evening. Oh, lots of little salas you can sit on, relax, and a beautiful pathway going up through all the trees, and of course on the Mekong. Yeah, this will be a nice walk in the evening. Not yet finished laying the stones though, but it's so pretty though. And over there, Laos. I'm sorry I couldn't show you the reproduction of the fish. I thought they was going to have ponds and everything with giant Mekong catfish in it, or baby ones at least. Oh well, never mind. We're going to head back in towards Shenzhen along the back roads and take some footage there. Some of it going over the mountains is just beautiful. And there's lots of places you can stop along the way to get a cup of coffee or a drink that overlook the Mekong River. It's a stunning sight, really is. Now this is in between Chiang Klong and Shenzhen, and I think this is one of the nicest parts I've seen of the Mekong River. It's just the rock formations coming out of the water. Now here's the downside. There's talk that the government want to blast all of this so that it levels it out, there's no rocks there, so that the Chinese barges of 500 tons or more can come floating down the river unhindered. The locals are not happy at all about the news, and they're protesting against it. They're saying it'll ruin the ecology, and it'll ruin their livelihoods as well, because a lot of these really small boats, they literally weave themselves in and out of the rocks, and without them there, they're just going to sail away. They're just going to float on down the river. And again, it does move extremely fast. So yeah, let's just hope that plan doesn't come to fruition. Looks like a nice little resort just there on the Laos side. As you can see though, a huge amount of road construction going on in this area, but once they've finished it, it should be really nice. They're not only widening the road, they're resurfacing the whole lot as well. And yeah, it's a bit bumpy, but that's life, isn't it?